What's going on, Olight fans? Sean here from OlightS2R.com, and today we're taking a look at something really special. It's the S2R II, which is the S1R2's bigger brother with 1,150 lumens and compatible with an 18650 battery. I really like the extra battery life, the extra lumens, and the way it feels in hand. So let's go ahead and take a look at the unboxing and get into it. Let's go ahead and take the S2R II out of the box real quick, but before we do, let's take a look at the back. This shows you all the run times and specs here. So on turbo mode, it is 1,150 lumens, and that's for 2 minutes. After that 2 minutes, it will drop down to 400 lumens, and that's for 230 minutes. And then the high mode is 400 lumens, and that lasts for 4 hours. I can see how that's really useful. 120 lumens on medium mode for 14 hours. We've got 15 lumens on that low mode for 100 hours. And then we have half a lumen for 60 days on Moonlight. We still have that IPX8 waterproof rating, so that's up to 2 meters for 30 minutes. And then we have a 1.5 meter impact rating. With a throw of 135 meters, I would definitely say that's pretty useful for a little pocket light. And at a length of only 3.9 inches, that is super short. I think that's the shortest 18650 battery compatible light that Olight has ever actually made. The bezel diameter is 0.9 inches, so you're not going to feel that too much in your pocket. And then a weight of only 3.47 ounces, including the battery. So again, not really much in your pocket. Similar to our other recent unboxings, you can see it's in this nice white package. So on the top here, it's got this little pull tab. So let's go ahead and pull this open. And it says pull out here, so we will do that. And we're right here at the light. Now the first thing you're gonna see is that really awesome blue pocket clip, but let's put this to the side just real quick. We'll pull on this tab here and open this up. And it also comes with a black pocket clip if you aren't feeling the blue and you wanna be a little bit more discreet, so I think that's really cool. So extra pocket clip with this light. You also get the new MCC2 faster charging wireless charger here. It charges up to 1 amp, so definitely a big improvement there. You can also see that the edges here are rounded. I really do appreciate that. I think it looks a lot better. So we'll set that to the side, and then it comes with this nice little bag here that's come with a few other lights that we've offered in the past. And then we have the some information here on the light, user manual, no big deal. I did want to mention on the underside of the package here, it says, "Thank you for being a part of our Olight family. Your support is why we do this. Enjoy." I think that's a nice touch, really cool there. And then when we take it out of the box, one thing that you want to do, just like most of the other models that we've discussed recently, is that in order to ship these, we do need to put a little insert here in between the head of the light and the battery. So the first thing you want to do is unscrew the body of the light, take this little yellow insert out and screw this back in, and we're fully operational. Now let's take a look at this bad boy. This thing looks awesome with the 18650 battery size. You can see obviously it's the larger version of the S1R II based on the machining here. Which feels really cool, especially with the larger size. You can get a lot of it in your hand here compared to the S1R II. But you can see the similarities, so it doesn't have the tail cap anymore. It's just the body of the light and the head of the light. And then the blue clip here I think is a really cool touch. But if you don't like the blue clip, it's okay. You can just throw the black one on it, which it comes with. Magnetic tail cap part here does look the same. Even though it doesn't have the tail cap, it's just a part of the body, but it does look the same, so it can use the same charger as the S1R II. So it's basically the S1R II's bigger brother. For size comparison, I've got the S1R II on the bottom, the S2R II in the middle, and then the original S2R there on top. You can see that it is a little bit shorter than the original S2R, and that's just due to the head being a little less long, and then also there is no tail cap there, so you can see the dimensions that are smaller on this light are here and here. Also with that really sweet machining on there, I think it's a lot more refined look, and I do really dig the blue pocket clip here. But again, if we put them all together here, you can see that the S2R, even though at the time it was a super small and still is a very small 18650 battery light, the S2R II is even smaller. I also have it right here next to some other really popular 18650 compatible battery lights that we have here. So this is the M2T, the M2R, and the M1X here on the top. So it's just incredible to see that this uses the same battery as these three up here, but it is significantly smaller. Now the UI of the S2R II is extremely similar to the S1R II, since this is the bigger brother. Now we'll go ahead and turn it on by simply just hitting the side switch, and you'll go ahead and see that luminous SST40 cool white beam. That is different than the S1R II, which uses a Cree LED. But you can see here on the side switch, it is a little green indicator there, and the indicator percentages are a little bit different on here with that 3-stage battery indicator. Now, if the battery is 70% or higher, so 70 to 100, you'll have a green little light here. So we are in that 70 to 100 range right now. Now, if the light is yellow, you'll be between 15% to 70% battery left. So it'll be yellow from 15 to 70%. And then if your battery is less than 15% left, you will have a red light here in the center of the switch. So it's green, yellow, red, 70 to 100, 15 to 70, and then 0 to 15. Let's run through the settings here real quick. So if we just turn it on, and we hold the switch down, it'll start cycling automatically through low, medium, and high. If you double tap, it will go to that turbo setting at 1150 lumens. But again, if you hold it down, you're just gonna go through that low, medium, and high, and you can always double tap, even from off, to go to that turbo mode. To get to moonlight mode, all you'll do is just hold the switch down from off, and that'll take you to that half a lumen moonlight mode. And then from there, you can still cycle through the low, medium, and high. But to get to the moonlight mode, you always have to just hold the light down. But that will actually stay in memory. So when you turn it back on, it will go back to that moonlight mode. But the only way to initially get to the moonlight mode is just hold it down from off. The S2R II also has the timer settings, just like the S1R II. What that means is you can double tap and hold, and it will blink. Now you see there it blinked once the first time and blinked twice the second time. So if we hit it and it blinks once, you're on a 3-minute timer, which means that if you set the light down after 3 minutes, it will automatically turn off by itself if you want to use it as a night light or something like that. And then if we do it again and we get the 2 blinks, that means that you're going to have a 9-minute setting where it'll just turn off by itself. Now let's check out some beam comparisons here. So I'll go ahead and put the S2R II here on the right, and that's it on turbo mode. And we'll go ahead and bring up the S1R II here, and these are both on turbo mode. So you can see that this is a little bit brighter here, but they do have very similar beams. Even though this is a luminous LED and this is a Cree LED, they still both are perfectly round and look really great. So we'll go ahead and bring that down. We will bring in an M1X. All right, so there's the M1X. So it's a lot more focused of a beam because it does not have that optic system. It just has a regular lens, but that's how it looks. I'll go ahead and bring in the M2T. So here it is, and we'll bring that back to turbo mode. And here's the M2T on the left. It does have a little bit darker, more neutral of a tone. And the circle is a little bit smaller on this one, but there you go. Bring in the M2R, and you can see that is a little bit brighter there with that 1500 lumens, but again, the beam is a hair darker, a little bit more natural looking here on the M2R, because you are getting an extreme cool white with that luminous LED. We will also, of course, bring in the original S2R here on the left. and just make sure this is on the highest setting. Okay, so we have the highest setting here, S2R original on the left, S2R II on the right. So the beam is definitely brighter. You can actually see more of the detail here on the wall with the S2R II, so I do appreciate that. But it is a hair darker of a beam here on the left with that more neutral looking tone. But yeah, I can definitely see a lot more detail in the wall and what I'm looking at with the S2R II here on the right. Thank you guys so much for taking a look at the S2R II with me today. As you can see, it has more lumens, better battery life, and a longer grip than the S1R II, which, being a bigger guy, I really do appreciate that, and it still sits in the pocket super easy. If you like this video and you want to support us, please subscribe here to our new channel. We're going to be uploading all of our exclusive content to this channel, so if you want to see everything Olight, definitely subscribe and like this video to show us some support. Thank you so much and have a great day.